Big time win for these New York Knicks. An overtime victory on the road in Philadelphia. Jalen Brunson leads the way with 38. Josh Hart, yet another triple-double. It was a thriller. Now, I know we wish we didn't have to even go to overtime in the first place. We should have won it in regulation. But when we went to overtime, we blew them out in those 5 extra minutes. And the New York Knicks are victorious back in Philadelphia after sending them home in the playoffs last year in that same arena. So I want to share my thoughts in this video. And I also want to hear your thoughts in the comment section right now, Knicks fans. What's your biggest reactions and your analysis of that victory the New York Knicks just had in Philadelphia? Now, I know the Sixers are not a good basketball team anymore, which is pretty wild to even consider. No Joel Embiid tonight. No Karl-Anthony Towns tonight either, and the Knicks were the ones who were able to get on board. Now, this was a big deal for us, as we know that we lost, 3 of the last 5 games. Things feels like we're going on a downhill spiral. The Knicks had to get this W, and I am happy that they did. They were in control. They let the Sixers come all the way back. We were scorching hot from 3 starting off the game. Then we got ice cold. But at the end of the day, the Knicks were victorious. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Let's get deeper into this game. Now, I first want to talk about Jalen Brunson because Knicks fans, Jalen Brunson is here. All right? This is why I have a lot of optimism for this Knicks team. There's a lot of worry, a lot of panic within this Knicks fan base. Are we a perfect team right now? No, we're not perfect. Are there flaws? Of course. Are there issues that we need to talk about? Yes. But what I saw from Jalen Brunson tonight is the reason why I'm super high on this Knicks basketball team, because this is the Jalen Brunson we brought in free agency 3 years ago, and this is the guy. 38 points, putting the team on his back, getting the clutch floaters, hitting the clutch free throws, just being the guy. And the one thing you have to love about Jalen Brunson is he's a winner. He will do everything in his power to try to win basketball games. Now, did he make a simple mistake at the end? Yes, I wish he was the one to make that game-winning shot potentially instead of OG Anunoby, but it seemed like he was bracketed, and Mikal Bridges had to inbound it before getting the 5-second, and it went to OG. Okay, Jalen Brunson getting you 38 points in Philadelphia. That's his home arena, really, if we're being honest. He's an Eagles fan. Apparently, Cat's an Eagles fan, too. And Jalen Brunson went home, and he absolutely dominated. Great to see. Mikal Bridges, he's locking up, man. He is playing good defense lately. 43 minutes, 23 points. He played very well the other game from downtown. Another good game from him from beyond the arc. 5 of 10 from downtown. Positive sign for Mikal Bridges as he continues to get comfortable. OG Anunoby, 17 points. Josh Hart, triple-double. Want to give a shout-out to Jericho Sims, who started in this game, only played 22 minutes, but he actually played some solid minutes in his 22 minutes of action, in my opinion. Had some good lateral quickness on the perimeter playing defense, 8.7 rebounds. Deuce McBride with 13 points. Precious Achiuwa, 10 and 6 off the bench, an emphatic block as well. This Knicks team really shows you what we're about, and I'm not going to inflate this win and be like, oh, we beat the Philadelphia 76ers and think that we're back on top. We can't get too high, we can't get too low. We got to stay even keel. But this is some positive momentum that I'm hoping the Knicks can take back home to Madison Square Garden, because there's a lot of home games coming on up. Now, I do want to remind you guys, this show is being powered to you by BetUS Sportsbook, the #1 online sportsbook. Don't forget to use the promo code YouTube150 when you sign up today. You get a 150% bonus on your first deposit when you sign up for BetUS. If you go look at the odds on BetUS for the New York Knicks to win the NBA Conference, the Eastern Conference, they're at plus 550 over there on BetUS. So do you guys think there's a chance that the New York Knicks can come out of the East this year? Plus 550, pretty favorable odds. They are the 3rd betting favorite. Obviously, they are, because they are the 3rd seed in the East. So big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring the show. Please bet responsibly, as always. Now, getting deeper into what we saw in this game and what we can look forward to in the foreseeable future. Who do we got next? We got Minnesota at home, Atlanta, before we go into Brooklyn. Now, these next 3 games are going to be important for a lot of narrative reasons. Of course, we're going up against Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, the Minnesota Timberwolves coming back home against us. Going to be unfortunate if Cat's not going to be playing in that game, because that's really we already had the homecoming for Cat going to Minnesota. This is going to be Randle's return and Dante's return, and that's going to be interesting to see how the crowd reacts. We know how they react. I was at the R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley homecoming game last year when they first played their first game back at the Garden after getting traded to Toronto. Was pretty heartwarming to see the Knicks, and I loved RJ and IQ, so it was good to see them. Love the trade. I'm not saying I wish we didn't trade him away. Love OG Anunoby, but I love their time with the Knicks, so I'm rooting for them over there in Toronto. But with Randall with Minnesota, not the same feeling. So I'm curious to see what Knicks fans are going to do on Friday in terms of cheering for him, just giving him a round of applause, booing him, which we mostly did throughout his time here in New York. So going to be interesting to see. But the Knicks have to win games like this. The Philadelphia 76ers, they're just not a good team this year, and it's a joy to watch their downfall. I mean, let's be honest, Knicks fans. I'd be lying to you if I've been telling you I enjoy every single moment of the downfall of the Philadelphia 76ers, if we're being honest, man. But at the end of the day, what we saw tonight is a big reason why this Knicks team has what it takes. Even with Karl-Anthony Towns down, obviously Embiid's out, so it kind of cancels out there. But shout out to Josh Hart, man. I mean, I just want to not take this guy for granted because he is flooding the stat sheet. 17 rebounds and 12 assists is absurd. I mean, 10 points is 10 points, but 17 boards and 12 assists and 4 steals, by the way, pushing the pace, being the glue. It is such a joy to watch. And another metric of tonight's game that I definitely wanted to bring up that we dominated, which was the glass. I mean, we absolutely were this Knicks team was a menace on the offensive rebound, getting second chance looks. That is Tom Thibodeau's brand of basketball. That is the identity. That's the culture that he's been preaching since he came here, is those rebounds, right? We out-rebounded them 45-35. A lot of those were offensive rebounds, which is a great sign, okay? And at the end of the day, if you're a team that can out-rebound the opposition by 10 plus, you're most likely going to win at the end of the day. The three-pointer started the fall, 16 total threes, which is a great thing for the Knicks. 10 total steals and 54 points in the paint, 18 points on the fast break, and 29 bench points for the New York Knicks, which is pretty good. Pretty good. You know, I'll take that from Cameron Payne, Achua, and Deuce McBride. Great to see Deuce back making an impact. 3 for 4 from downtown. The Knicks need Deuce. Oh, my God. And how about the Knicks fans in Philadelphia representing? MVP chance to Brunson, Deuce chance when he's on the court. Oh, I love this team, and I love this fan base. Knicks fans, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments right now of this win. I love every single one of you guys. Hit the like button. Let's go, Knicks. Shout out to BetUS, as always, for sponsoring the show. The last thing I want to say is this, folks. Please, don't be the Knicks fan that's panicking. I'm not saying believe we're going all the way to win the NBA title. I'm not saying that. But let's keep the confidence in this basketball team. I believe in this squad. You should believe in this squad. Let's just hope we can stay healthy. There's going to be some little tweaks of the roster in these next few weeks heading into the trade deadline. Watch out for Mitchell Robinson potentially traded, or Jericho Sims, or they don't trade either of them. You never know. Valanciunas is a name to watch out for, so we shall see. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out of here. Love you all. Peace out, and let's go Knicks. Peace.